Hey guys, you're watching The Bare Naked Chef. I'm Adrian de, and today I'm going to take you on a little trip down to the Amalfi Coast with one of my favorite pasta dishes, paccheri con gamberi, which in Italian means tube pasta with shrimp. We're first going to start off with about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of shrimp that's been peeled and deveined. You can just ask your fish guy to do it for you. It'll make it much easier. Then we've got some garlic that we're going to chop quite finely, about 2 cloves. A teaspoon of jalapeno pepper, chopped, some Italian flat leaf parsley, and some beautiful pearl tomatoes, and about 1/2 cup of white wine. So first what we're going to do is, we're going to get that water boiling and make sure that lid is on. Let's get this pan going, nice and hot, about medium-high heat, and we're going to put in some olive oil just to coat the bottom of the pan. While that's heating up, we're going to chop up 2 to 3 cloves of garlic quite finely. You always want to start with the garlic, crack it, get that skin off. Makes it much easier to work with. Very good. Let's take that over. Put all of that in the oil. Give it a stir. Hear that sizzle. Now we're going to work with the shrimp. We're going to keep a couple of them whole so we know what we're eating. It's always nice to know what we're eating. And the rest of them we're going to finely chop. To get a little messy, just make sure your surface is pretty big. Bring that shrimp over. Just going to dump that all in there. Then we're going to add our jalapeno pepper just to one side of the pan. And just spread the shrimp around the surface of the pan. And we're going to watch it quickly turn that beautiful orange color. We'll add the whole shrimp as well to one side. We'll add a little bit more olive oil. Keep stirring so that the shrimp doesn't cook too much on one side. I think this water is boiling. In a minute we're going to put that pasta in. Pasta generally takes about 7 to 8 minutes to cook to al dente, which means to the tooth. Just before you're about to put the pasta in the boiling water, you want to salt it. And what that's going to do is going to flavor the pasta so that all the saltiness doesn't have to come from the sauce itself. We're going to use about, let's say, a handful for this much water, which is probably about 1 gallon of water. So we'll dump that in. I'm going to add the parsley, flat leaf Italian parsley. You don't want curly parsley. Flat leaf is the way to go. Get some of that green in there. Now we're going to add that white wine. I'm going to get it out of the fridge. You want to add about 1/2 cup of white wine. That's going to deglaze the pan. Oh, it smells so delicious. All of those flavors are coming together. The garlic, the seafood, that parsley, and now that wine. Alright, we're going to let that cook for a little bit. And let's put that pasta in the water. 8 minutes. Now you don't want to put the lid back on the water. What's going to happen is the water's going to overboil. So let's keep that lid away. Get a colander ready for when that is ready to go. And in a couple minutes we're going to add these beautiful plum tomatoes to the sauce. Now we don't want to cut them up or chop them or anything, but what I do is I squeeze them in the sink, and that lets the seeds come out. The seeds are gonna add bitterness, which we don't wanna do. And let's just put those in there whole so they can cook down and mix in with the sauce. God, it's amazing. Give that a stir. Let's test our pasta. I always like to taste it before I take it out just to make sure. I remember my grandmother used to throw the spaghetti against the wall and see if it would stick when it was ready. Perfect. Okay. And here we go. Now be very careful. You will hurt yourself. Slowly. Give that a shake. Now it's okay if there's a little bit of salt, the pasta water in there, because that's going to help thicken it all up. We don't need all of it. And we're going to give that a stir. Now my last little trick is I put in a pat of butter at the very end. What that does, it just sort of makes it a little bit velvety and creamy. Toss that in. Let's get a serving dish ready. In you go. And I'm going to finish this off with a little bit more parsley for color. Bam. Spaghetti con gamberi. So easy. I'm going to taste the dish. Make you guys jealous. Get a couple of those shrimp in there. Here goes. This is it right here. Simple, easy, fresh.